In this English lesson, I wanted to help you learn the English phrase almost never. When you say that you do something almost never, it means you do it. I just used the word do 2 times in a row. That's kind of a funny thing with the English language, isn't it? You do that thing, but just not very often. I'm in a town today called Beamsville, and I almost never come to this town. None of my kids work in this town. No one that I am related to lives in this town. I don't have any friends in this town, and so I almost never come here. So that doesn't mean I never come here. I do come here every once in a while. I'm here today because a family member had an appointment and they asked if I could drive them to it. So I brought them to their appointment, and now I have to wait an hour before they are done. But I almost never come to this town. The other phrase I wanted to teach you today is hardly ever, which means exactly the same thing. I hardly ever come to this town. That doesn't mean that I don't come here once or twice a year, but I hardly ever come to this town. I'm sure there's things in life where you could use both of these phrases, so let's review. When you almost never do something, it means you do it rarely. And when you hardly ever do something, it means that you rarely do it. Right now, I hardly ever eat sugar, added sugar. I almost never eat added sugar, which it sounds like that's like this amazing thing I'm doing, but I've only done it for like 2 weeks. It's not that impressive yet. But hey, let's look at a comment from a previous video. This comment is from Rosario. Hi Bob, I am happy you notice our skills are improving. I want to highlight your lessons are rather short, efficient, and relaxing. That is why most of us improved a lot over the time. And my response, I'm happy to hear that you appreciate the length and the tone. I try to teach, but also show. I think that helps. So thank you, Rosario, for that comment. Yeah, I try to teach and I try to show. I have to admit, I haven't been getting out as much as I would like to for these little English lessons. Today it is nice to be out and about. Right now I'm walking in front of what we would call a car dealership. It is a GM dealership, and I think it sells mostly used cars and trucks. You can see here they have some nice shiny cars lined up ready for people to buy. I have to say though, in my family, we hardly ever buy new vehicles, like me and my siblings, or my siblings and I, sorry about that. My siblings and I hardly ever buy brand new vehicles. We almost always buy used vehicles. So yeah, we almost never buy new. I do know that my sister, I think, bought a new vehicle once, but yeah, we hardly ever buy brand new vehicles. But someday, maybe I'll do that. I don't know. Maybe someday I'll buy a brand new vehicle, but we'll just have to wait and see how well the current vehicles keep running. I'm sure you probably want a bit of a bigger view. So here's the car dealership. In the distance, there's just, I think there's some farms. Across the road, there is a subdivision. In English, we would call that a subdivision, a grouping of houses kind of all in one spot where people enjoy their lives, but it looks a little crowded to me. Being from the country, whenever I see a subdivision, I feel like it looks a little bit crowded, but it probably isn't. Anyways, thanks for watching this short English lesson. I hope you were able to learn a couple new little English phrases that you can use in your next conversation, and I'll leave you with a view of all of these cars ready to be purchased and driven all over Ontario, Canada. Anyways, bye. See you next week.